Okay, Mr. B, we're starting the live. Say hello. This is my rescue bee. I got him this morning from the floor and brought him home to live with us. There we go. Hello, everyone. I think you have to be on the crazy side to do these movement missions, but we love them. So, hello, we've got the first few people just coming in right now. Good day to you all, good noontime day to you all, and good movement to you all. Today's Thursday the 16th of July, and we're just in this preamble in the build up to our 12 noon movement snack with me, Kelsey Leverton, and Bertie the bee is joining me today just for a short while, and he's going to say hi to a few people as they come on board. It's gone to another level, hasn't it? But hopefully you have had a good morning. I've had a rather busy morning because I knew I need to charge around to get home to see all you lot on the movement snack for 12. Hi Bex, good almost afternoon to you. I wonder if I'm going to have equally glitchy messaging today. No, because Mrs. P's just signed in. And George, hello, good morning stroke almost afternoon. Look, I've just brought my friend. Yes, it is a bee. Can you see him? Bertie the bee. I have a bit of a habit of picking up waif and stray bees that look a bit injured, and he's probably on his way out, but he's all right, ain't you, mate? Yeah, he's had a bit of sugar water, so hopefully he'll be ready to move with us shortly. I'm just going to put him down now before I drop it. Right, so what all of you lot been up to today? Been busy with some crowbarring or just some day-to-day stuff that needed to be done? I have tagged our movements today. Like myself and Bex, it's us two mostly, isn't it? We like to tag our movements that we include with a bit of what we feel is a catchy name. So hopefully, somewhere down the line, in your normal goings abouts, you go, oh, that's the robot. We've got a robot today. Or you might say, you might think, oh, I'll just do a bit of shaving a haircut whilst I stand here. Knock, knock. Who's there, Bex? Come on, give it to me. Now, for those of you on catch-up, to get the gist of what we're going on around, you might need to scroll down and read some of the comments. Because there are some randomness here, but there is some purposeful randomness in our movement snack names as well. So today we've got shave and a haircut fast feet reactions, which we've been doing. We've got a bird bonanza of ankles. We've got seagull sweeps, pigeon toes, duck feet, and those of you in seated will be doing the parakeet. You can't wait now, can you? Right, countdown started from George, so let's just have a say hello of people who signed on. Right, Bex is here, Chris is here, George is here, Gillian is here, lovely to have you. The other Gillian from both the G and the J from the Port Talbot posse are here. Christine Lewis is here. Tick, tick, tickety tick. Carol, you're here. My sister and Bob has just signed in as well. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Bob. Red Rita's here. And so's Maddie in a dark and damp Dagenham. A D and a D there. So we're almost on the 3, 2, 1 people. So we've got shave and a haircut, but bird bonanza of ankles and the robot to come. Bex said a knock knock. Who's there? Quickly, let us have the punchline before I do my 3, 2, 1. Or is it just you knocking at the movement mansion door? Right, George has called it, so we've got to go. So here we go with a 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon and welcome. Today is Thursday the 16th of July. I'm Kelsey Leverton from Later Life Training, and here in Leicestershire our daily weather report is telling us that it's a bit dull and grey, but no rain in sight. Are you ready for your circulation booster? And then we'll head into our selection box of 3 movements and lots of other options. So sweep the comments to the side if you want to see the entire screen. I'm going to keep my pad and paper there because I probably won't remember some of the random names that I've given some of these movements. If you're in seated and you're back here having a bit of a chill with your posture, let's bring it into action. Let's lift the back away from the chair. Hold on to the side of your chair if you like, as you lift your hips and your knees and feet forwards. So you're coming into the front third of the chair, where most of the back of your thigh is free from the chair. It's just really your bum that's planted. In standing, feet about hip distance apart. Lengthen up through those legs, standing tall there, and also everybody begin to just lengthen up. Bring a few changes to your posture. Maybe circle the shoulders round, back and down to set the shoulder blades in place. Pinch across the shoulders and lengthening through the neck. Have you got enough to think about? Because that's just standing still, isn't it? Let's get moving. If you want to take up some support, let's have a go with some arm swings first. So in standing, if you've got support to your side, you might want to do a few steps around at some point so that you can have a go with the other arm in the arm swing. Or if you're facing your support, a light fingertip touch as your arms start moving. Both arms together we can go for as well, so seated or standing, those could be your option. And what we're aiming to do here, of course, is boost the circulation, but really get the joints of the shoulder moving as well. Now in standing, if you have got a small, and in seated I guess, same difference, a small trunk twist in there, it is only tiny. It's not as full range and specific as we move in our morning movement snack with the trunk twist, but this is just a natural sway to the upper body, a natural twist that you might experience when you're walking. Take a pause there with arms. Let's have a think about getting the legs into action. So if you want, take up some support, start to move through the foot pumps, the ankle pumps. So the crease across the toes is something that we're trying to achieve here. So it really gets working around not just the ankles, but the feet, the joints in the feet as well. And the knees are into the mix a little bit here, as well as the hips. Same in seated. If you want to start picking up the feet, clearing the feet up and away from the ground, be mindful of how your feet are lifting and landing. So we want heel to lift on the up first. Heel and knee, isn't it really? And then toes, ball, heel on the landing. You might already have arms in there, people. If not, see whether you can get one arm into the mix and then bring the second arm into the mix. If you feel puffed out or tired, just bring it down, take the arms out and keep the legs going, or vice versa. It's up to you. Just make your movements, if you feel all right there, a little bit bigger if you like, or a little bit smaller, depending on how you feel. So we're going to have made a few changes to your breathing and a little bit of a effort with the heart rate, but not loads. Bring it down and take a stop, take a pause. Even out your feet, feet are hip distance in seated and standing. Reset your posture. Occasionally when movement starts to happen, our posture gets left behind. So just reset it from time to time. Same in seated, lifting up and out of your hips that you're sitting in. All right, so our shave and a haircut, we've been repeating this all week. So you may have found that you're able, now we're getting towards the end of the week, that you're able to do a few more, sustain a few more. Here's your option first of all if you want to be in seated. And if legs aren't something that you're targeting to improve at the moment. If you are doing legs, you can come to this one as just a little bit of a pause if the legs, ankles, etc. start to tire. So here we are with some fast bum clenches, which do make you bobble up and down in the chair, and then every now and again put a slow one in, hold it for a few seconds and then relax down. Reset your posture and off you go again. In seated or standing, start to move your feet a little bit faster. So let me turn to the side. I'm not clearing my feet on this option, just pumping the ankles. Quicker, 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 and then stamp. So that stamp can be any which direction. Oh, I found a floorboard there. It can be backwards, side to the front, but change legs to respond and react. So that's your reaction step. In seated, we've got the same, but our reaction steps can be to the side or anywhere out in front of us. Behind will be really tricky. Okay, so just work with the space that you've got in front of you. If you are lifting and clearing your feet, try and make sure that you're not all tippy-toeing. You are toe ball heeling. And we are using those steps, foot placements, best we can when we take our feet into our reaction step. All right, finish off just that last one, just one more, if that's where you're at, and take a pause. All right, so that's shaving a haircut done. We've got bird bonanza coming up. So a few different options here. Let me come to here. Everybody, if you'd like to come down into seated for this, I'm going to move my chair back a bit so my feet don't hang off the bottom of the screen. In the front portion of your chair, you might want to bring your feet a little bit further forwards than usual, and then clamp your knees in. If you've got something handy actually, like a pillow or a book, there's probably a bit of a big pillow here, you can clamp your knees into that, and that will just give you a reference point for your knees to stay inwards. Toes are in, so this is pigeon toes. Here we go with keeping the heel down and sweeping the feet to the side, and here we are in duck feet. Now you can add a lift or keep the feet down. Place down again, sweep in, so your toes are in, pigeon toes, and then have a go at lifting there as well. So you're using the floor to brush against, and it's just brushing with the balls of your feet. Your heels are staying on that pivot point. Your knees are staying in towards each other. Don't worry if you've not got anything. If you can hold your knees together, if that's comfortable for you, then that works just as well, look. Okay, now once we get into pigeon toes, have a go, just a few lifts in that position, and then I'll leave you with turning the toes out just to do a few lifts in that position as well. Now, this is the parakeet. So this is for those of you who aren't working movement into your legs. So the parakeet is, we're going to fold our arms across our body, shoulders relaxed, and you're going to slump down, take a rest, let the shoulders round, and then lift up, lengthen, 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 and raise the arms up in front of you. So we're slumping down, let the back and shoulders round, and then lengthening up and reaching. Let me just switch over to one side so you can see the lower back. So your slump is like a C shape of your spine. Your extend is our good posture, and our lift works to move through the shoulders, and some of you may feel a bit of a lengthening through your sides as well. All right, take a pause there. So hopefully those of you in seated who are using the ankle lifts, so the pigeon toes, you can do the seagull sweep, which is a few multiple sweeps, one after the other, or the duck feet toe lift that you can do. So you should feel that working all around the ankles, inside, up through the shins as well. The muscles there will quite possibly be feeling something, and around the outside of the ankles. We need ankle strength. It's crucial to us being steady and strong on our feet and managing uneven surfaces too. Robot, and then we're done. So here's your robot in seated. You're going to keep your feet planted, and we're going to use a trunk twist. Put our hand across to the opposite knee just to give our upper back some support, and then we're going to try to tilt over and reach down towards the floor. Don't force it, just as much as you can, whilst keeping your chest lifted and your back long. The minute you start to round, pause and recover, and then we take it across, and this would be helping us to pick up things from down the side of us and then recovering. In seated, a progression from that would be to support, imagine that you're holding an object, take it around, support, and as if you're putting it down. In standing, this incorporates a bit of a knee bend that we've been practicing. So if you are facing your support, just turn your feet around to one side. Here we are with a knee bend, supported, reaching down, back long, and then we're going to take a couple of steps round to face the other side and take a bend down there. So we've got some step patterns. Approximately 4 small steps to change direction. You've got a knee bend where we keep the weight over the heels and the knees, see the bottom sits right back there, the knees are apart rather than cracking in towards each other. If you want to do this freestanding, take a bend as if you're picking up an object. Take a couple of steps, those 3 or 4 steps round, plant the feet, and as if you're putting an object down. Okay. So we've got some multiple movements there, all linked together, so lots of stuff that we've been practicing over and over again. You could, if you feel confident, steady, all right to do so, practice it with an object that you're actually lifting and transferring. It's up to you. The robot bit is kind of that bit, isn't it? All right, everybody. Deploy the robot into your lifting and carrying day. Shaving a haircut, fast reactions. We've been practicing this all week, so hopefully those you're getting somewhere with those now, and you're able to mix it up with the directional reaction steps as well. And as I mentioned, the bird bonanza of ankle strengthening. Hopefully there's lots of things that you can choose from there, or do a multiple of a few different things to get more out of the movement itself. Tick yourself, give yourself a tick for movement mission completed for this 12 noon. Dave will be with you at 4. I'll get that right today. I did say Bexy yesterday, but it wasn't her, was it? All the best to you lot into your afternoon then. Enjoy, deploy those movements in, coin that phrase from Bex, and I'll see you tomorrow for your Friday. Yes, it's Friday. Movement snack at 12. Bye.